The last couple of times I've done live, it just got a little crowded near the end. I've been doing 30 to 40 minutes previously, but people start asking for their own individual readings, and then we run out of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can do an hour through this time, see how that goes. Yeah, and so I'm gonna pull some cards out for the collective just to start. Hello, Samara. Depending on how familiar you are with tarot readings and just tarot in general, the collective is just whoever is here. Got a lot of purple cards, like a lot of purple cards, more purple cards than readings for the collective than I'll probably do. Hey girl. So just so you can see what I mean, these are the 3 of the 6 oracle cards I pulled. So if purple is an important card for you, that may be a sign. Purple is also the color of royalty. I'm sure people already know that, but I'm letting you know it is. So if anyone's feeling royal vibes, if anyone's a Disney princess, your color came out, so that may be a sign. Oh, I have Tinkerbell. I wasn't even thinking about that, but let's get started. Okay, so the first 2 cards I have for the collective are Fork in the Road. Oh my goodness, I don't have my bulletin up. Where did it go? You guys, I'm gonna have to go and come back. There is a glitch with the bulletin. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and come back. Hi, Samara. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna post so that my bulletin comes up for everybody. 1 moment. I hate that it does that random. Like, it just... Okay. Why did you disappear? Actually, yeah. Oh, hello, everyone. I'm so sorry. I am fixing something that is wrong with the YouTube live, or sorry, TikTok live right now. I will be right back in 2 seconds once I put this up, and then we can get started. Yep, there we go. Okay. So annoying, but there we go, and we have my bulletin up. So the first card that I have for the collective is Fork in the Road, number 13. That is our first card for the collective reading. Let's go ahead and if 1, 3, or the number 4, as well as 13 are important numbers for you, that may be a sign. I also have 54 Virgo. This is Virgo number 2 for the collective reading. Prioritize your values and chip away lovingly at what you want to hear or achieve. Hello, everybody who is coming in over on TikTok side. Sorry I had to disconnect for just a moment. Hello. Let me go ahead. I'm going to read for the first collective reading right now. If you would like an individual reading and you are on TikTok, go ahead and go ahead and gift any gift on there. I do have the boxing glove, the seal, and the bear as my favorites right now, but any gift will do, and I can do your question. If you are on YouTube, I cannot pull an individual reading, individual cards for you just because I'm not monetized over there yet, but the closer I get, the more subs I get, I can start doing individuals on both sides. So, Fork in the Road. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. Hello, everybody, and welcome back if you were part of that little glitch. I'm going to go ahead and read the prosperity side of this message as well. You've come as far as you can on this part of your journey, and now you're facing a choice. Inherent in this choice is a need for change, for evolution, and for a bettering of your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. Who do I need to become, and what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly from the heart, then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on direction. For the way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you toward your well-being. Okay, so you have a choice to make. Which way do you want to go? This is a really important decision. Hello, Edward. This is a really important decision that you're going to have to make, and I'm seeing that whichever way that you choose is going to be the right one. So there's not necessarily a wrong decision. It's just about you really being okay with yourself and looking within about which decision is going to make things make sense for you. Okay. Yeah, and I think it said on here that you had reached the point where you cannot keep going the way you are going. So whatever path you're on right now, it's not going to get you where you need to go. And I have the feeling that you are aware of this at this time. Again, if you would like an individual reading, please gift, and all hearts are appreciated as you come through. We also have this Virgo card, and I'm going to read for that as well. And it just says prioritize your values and chip away loving at you want to heal or achieve. So yeah, Spirit is saying that decisions have been put to the side for long enough. Hello, Mickey Mouse. Things have been put aside for long enough, and it's kind of at the point where, like, if you don't make a decision, you're not going to grow. You're basically will be stalling yourself if you did not decide on something important in the near future. Okay, it says this card could signify, someone who is a Virgo. So if you may be a Virgo, or maybe someone you're dealing with is a Virgo, more than any other sign, Virgo has subtle sensitivity to all the many factors and facets of a project or situation, while still being able to keep an eye on practicality and the bigger picture. This is an ability you will do well to embody and draw upon now. Sometimes an awareness of all the details can be intimidating or overwhelming, causing an inner showdown, a reluctance to engage or even to begin. Getting mired in detail can also make it difficult to prioritize appropriately. This can be the secret underlying cause of burnout, the sense that you are running around all the time, but never really getting anything done. This is why Virgos require constant balance and recalibration. So remember to ground, do your breath work, meditate, all that kind of thing. Luckily, Virgo energy has a grounded reserve of organizational wisdom upon which you can draw. So if you have been feeling overwhelmed or burnt out, take a seat on a meditation cushion, the grass, or the floor. Close your eyes, relax, and take long, deep breaths. Sense your body as an energy and connect your energy at the center of the earth. Feel as if you are growing roots of light and are anchored into the vast energy grid of the earth. And then assess, what do you value most? Okay, so this may be a very difficult decision for you, and Spirit recognizing that with fork in the road and Virgo. Like, we know this is not an easy decision, but it is imperative that you make one. This is not the time for analysis paralysis. This is the time to really get clear inwardly on what it is going to help you move forward the best. I appreciate the heart so much. Remember, if you would like an individual reading, I'm reading for the collective right now, just go ahead and put in a gift and I can pull some cards for you. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards here just for the collective in general, and we're going to figure out what is going on with this decision, what can help you make a decision, who may be involved with that. No worries, Mickey. Over on YouTube. And if you are on one of these chats and you're wondering, what is she looking at? She keeps showing this card to empty air. I do have two lives going right now. I'm on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time. We have the Page of Cups. So your intuition, trust your intuition on this, your gut feeling, your natural feelings towards a situation. You may be second guessing yourself a lot, but Spirit is saying with this in reverse that your feelings on the matter are not going to change. If you have strong opinions about person, place, thing that's part of this decision making that you're going to do, you're still gonna feel that way after you think about it for a little while. It's probably not going to change. So being honest about the decisions you actually need to make in this is truly about being honest with yourself. I would consider, like, what were your first thoughts when you started to realize like a decision may need to happen. Yeah, we have the 10 of coins and the ace of coins in reverse. So I'm seeing again, it's not about brand new ideas for you in this time. You may be cycling through a bunch of different new ideas. What about this? What about that? What about the other thing? But with this in reverse, especially if this is a business venture, it's not the new idea, it's the old idea. There's something that you pushed away, or you're like, that's too crazy, that's too big, that's too different. Something about it that you put it away, but you keep thinking about it. We keep returning to something, whether it's person, place, or thing, and it's something about the can I progress. It's something you need to at least try, right? There's probably a reason that it keeps coming up to you, and it's probably that you need to at least try, see if it works. And if it doesn't work, you're gonna learn why it didn't work from doing the thing, being in the place, speaking with the person. The 10 of coins, I'm seeing that a lot of prosperity and abundance is coming your way. 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles is actually about like financial and fiscal and physical fulfillment. So think of like having the house, the home, the savings and everything, whatever your amount of money would be, to make you feel like you have everything you need and you don't need anything more. You feel very safe. That is what this card is about. It's about reaching that moment. Once you make this decision, you're gonna feel very safe in this decision. You're gonna feel like this can take me as far as I need it to take me. Without me having to do too much extra work. Like, I already know I'm on this path. I'm on a blaze on this path. That is what you need to focus on at this time. Do not let second guessing or all these other like possible options throw you every which way. And if you don't make a decision, the universe will make a decision for you. This is what happens when we don't listen to our gut. So if you don't make a decision and you're not growing and you're not happy, manifest somewhere else in some way, and then you're gonna get an unexpected turn of events. Let's say you're just really unhappy with a job, you're just bored there. You go, you do your job, and you go home, and there's not really a lot of room for growth. It comes off, people see it, and then what happens? You may go, or people may start talking, or it may get worse. People may start treating you not the greatest because they're like, well, so and so doesn't want to be there. And it may not be that you don't want to be there at all. You just don't feel like there's room for you to grow. And it's like, well, what do you want me to do? I did everything that was required for me, and I did it in half the time because I've been here for 7 years, things like that happen. And if you don't make that decision to move or grow or progress or basically promote yourself by getting a different job, then what happens, right? The universe has to put you somewhere where you're aligned, because everything is vibration, everything is frequency. So keep that in mind. If you already feel like there's a fork in the road and you're like, something has to change, be the person who changes. Don't wait for circumstances to change it for you. Also, if you are on here and you would like an individual reading, because I've seen some questions come through, feel free to gift, and I will go ahead and pull some cards specifically for you. Otherwise, enjoy the collective reading. We also have the King of Cups and the Eight of Wands very quickly. So the Eight of Wands is all about expediency. It's about things happening very, very quick. And that is literally all this card means. If it's reverse, things aren't happening very quickly. So things are going to speed up, and it may even feel like it's instant from like one day to the other once we have King of Cups energy. King of Cups energy is the top card for your emotional balance. Once you know exactly what is going on, you feel comfortable with what's going on, you're like, this is the decision I'm going to make, then things are going to change for you real quickly. Also, if you don't make a decision and a tower moment happens and you feel a little bit about it and you take some time to heal, once you take time to heal, you're probably still going to get here and things are going to change really quickly. So again, it's a lot easier and a lot more fun when you make those decisions for yourself. Namely, if you would like me to pull some cards for you, please gift first, and I'll go ahead and answer your question. Yeah, so let me go ahead and pull maybe like 2 more cards for this question specifically, and then I can move on for my next collective reading topic. Yeah, Spirit is saying that you have everything you need. You know where you want to go, you're just hesitating a lot. You're not making a decision for yourself. We have Queen of Wands energy. That's my bad bee independent woman who don't need no man card. This is someone who can take care of themselves. They're very driven. They know what they want. They dedicate themselves to who and what they want to dedicate themselves to, and they stay committed to that, okay? This is like the friend you don't want to lose because they are always there for you and they uplift. You have that energy. So there's no reason that you can't make a decision and move forward other than you are just holding yourself back, okay? So we're gonna go on to the next collective topic. Again, if you would like an individual reading and you were on TikTok. Oh, hey, hello, Lavin. Lavin, if you would like an individual reading, just put your question in the chat. Lavin just joined the Exalted. If you would like to as well, feel free. We are growing. We're just a little teeny tiny club right now, but we are growing every single day here. I would love to have you. Okay, so putting this away, putting that away, and our next couple of cards. Hello. So I'm not doing, oh, why am I struggling financially right now? Okay, Lavin, we're gonna have, why are we having some financial frustrations? Why are we struggling there? Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards. Okay. Well, we got an answer very quickly. Okay. First one is 8 of Swords, Lavin. There's something about this job, or however you make money, whether you work for yourself or you have a 9-to-5, what have you. Just think about the situation where you feel trapped in it. It may be that it pays really well, but like you just aren't happy there. Maybe the benefits are really well, you just aren't happy there, and you feel like if you make a career change or go somewhere else, it's not going to give you what you want. There's something about it that feels very like constricting. The interesting thing with the 8 of Swords, and I know this is an untraditional deck, but whatever deck someone has, it usually depicts some things. This person in the donkey outfit, to look like donkey fur, is not actually trapped by the swords. It just kind of looks scary. I have a job right now. You're not trapped by your situation. Even if you don't have a job right now, you're not trapped by your situation. Whatever reasons you're telling yourself or you think that you can't find something, there is a way to work around it. And I really challenge you to think about like what stories you've been telling yourself and what the actual reasoning is. Because if you look around, you see like all of these swords aren't even, some of them are in the fur, I guess, but it's not really keeping her down. And then we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the 9 of Wands is when we feel like we've been going through a situation for a long time, and we're kind of over it. We're kind of at the end, and we're just like, ugh. And I'm feeling that burnt out energy with the question and with the card, of just like, we've been going through something for a long time, and with it in reverse, it's kind of lingering. Like, I just feel so much that there's like potential here, but we've like absorb that belief, like we can't move forward, it's not solvable. Like, it is solvable in some way. We may have to be really creative. We may have to figure out what things we have that are leverage. It may take a lot of looking, but there is a way out. There's not a situation where you have to stay in the same spot like ongoing. There has to be decisions or things that can at least put you in the right direction, even if they don't solve the whole problem immediately. And interesting enough, I do have the Lovers card upright at the end. I know you weren't asking a love question. This card traditionally is about teamwork and connections, and it used to be depicted with a couple just because like that's the strongest commitment you're supposed to make in your life, right? So I'm seeing that there's some sort of commitment or strong teamwork, someone coming in. You may already know who this is. You may already be connected with them, who can really give you a leg up. If you're not using all of your resources, use your resources. Look into who is this person who you know has connections. Don't feel like you can't ask someone simply because it seems too obvious, to ask them. There's someone there who can really help you, and if you need that help to reach out, do so. You may be surprised, and you can always like in the future like turn that around and repay them later. That's something that you could have told me back. Hello, M. Bali. I see your puffy hearts. And your heart. If you would like to as your own reading, please let me know. Just put your question, comment in there, and I will answer you next. And we'll give them a moment or two to write. Let's see if they actually already did leave something. Okay, I don't see anything. So go ahead and write your question. And the next topic for the collective is number 7. You can see that, and it's go to sea, or to the sea, I should say. Does want to fix things between us. Let me look. We were answering the question, does this person want to fix things between us? I'm feeling like this person is kind of letting things happen as they may. I don't think they're going to come forward. So I'm not saying that if you spoke to them, nothing would come from it, but I'm feeling like they're not putting the energy in. And the reason I'm saying that is because I have the 2 of Swords in reverse, and 2 of Swords upright is making a decision. So I feel like they're not really putting that effort in to make a decision. Wherever they're are currently, wherever they are in the separation, they're just not thinking about it right now. And I also had the Chariot in reverse. So they're kind of like letting go and letting God. It's not even a closed door. They're just keeping themselves from that energy right now. So if this was something that was important to you, I would reach out, just because I don't think they're going to reach out first. Okay, I hope that resonated. And I hope you reach out and get the answer that you are looking for from them. Malesity? Am I saying that right? If you want me to answer a question for you, just put that in the chat. I saw your fan club, your heart me. Is this person my person? Okay. These are really fast. Ooh, okay. So I try to avoid doing yes or no questions, because this is not a critique in general, because there's not a lot of cards that are definitively yes or no in that tarot. A lot of times when people read it that way, they have to like imply meaning from the general meaning of the card. That being said, I got the Sun for you. This is like the clearest yes card you can get, because it is about happiness. Even in reverse, it would still be happy. You got it upright. So it's a pretty clear sign. It's a pretty good sign that things would work well from you. I'm also getting the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is about a new idea, a new piece of information coming your way. So it may be that this person reaches out pretty soon. Yeah, I see a lot of positive energy here. It's not too much for me to add on this one. It's just how the cards came out, but I'm happy to hear that. And feel free to come back when they reach out. So, oh, thank you so much. Oh, where is the name? Are you just a flower? Flower. If you want to put your question in the chat, I will I will get some cards for you. Or if you don't want to, you can just hang out with me and I'll continue the collective reading. Okay, does this person have me on their mind? Do they miss me? Oh, that card flipped all the way inside of the deck. 6 of Coins. Oh, that's 6 of Cups. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get a clarifier card for the first one that I got. Oh, thank you. Let me know if you wanted another read, Malesity, with the other gift or not. Flower. So I'm getting the 6 of Coins in reverse. And then I'm also getting the 2 of Cups in reverse. I feel like you may not be on their mind, but I also feel like they're just really distracted. So the 2 of Cups in reverse, or the Two of Cups card is about connection, is about partnership, but it's in the reverse. So that's not necessarily on their mind right now. But with the Six of Coins in reverse, I'm seeing that they're receiving charity right now. They're receiving help. There's something going on where they're getting that. Like there's some like hardship or distracting thing happening right now. So I think connections are not in the forefront of their mind because they're dealing with something. So I'm not really sure what specifically they're dealing with, but I wouldn't take it personally that they're not necessarily thinking about you right now. They're distracted by life. They have something going on, so that just happens to be their focus right now. So I wish them the best. I hope that resolves quickly, and that maybe you guys can connect. Where'd it go? Okay. Sorry, my chat is now behind. Okay, cool. And hello, everyone who is on YouTube. So you're welcome, Flower. Everyone who is on YouTube who is coming through, thank you for the little flower. So I have a live going on TikTok at the same time, and over there I am monetized, so I do my individual readings over there. If you'd like to get an individual reading, please come over to TikTok. On YouTube and you'd like to support, please subscribe. That'll get me closer to being monetized over there, and then I can do individual readings on both platforms. You are welcome. Oh, and you know what? I didn't get to read for number 7 to the sea. So for the rest of the people who are here who are not getting individual readings, let's go ahead and read to the sea. The number for that card is number 7. So that may be... Hello again, Samara. Sorry you got cut off before. Welcome back. To the sea says, being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in flow with life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. I love that for you guys. Let me go ahead. I'm feeling called to read for the relationship message right now. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. That is so cool. Let me tell you why. Because, gosh, I was just thinking, well, this is something I saw in the content creator verse about like you, your person, and then the relationship being like the third person in your relationship, if that makes sense. Like the relationship isn't about you or the other person, it's about like the third entity. So I think it's really cool that it was worded that way in here. And also we have another card. I usually do 2 cards, oracle cards for the reading for all of you guys, the collective. And 15 Pluto is let go of the need for immediate understanding and comprehensive clarity. Make friends with uncertainty. So both cards have to do with not necessarily having control, complete control over the options that are before you, whatever like little thing is happening between you and your partner, before letting it get into a bigger thing. What is best for that third party in your relationship, the relationship itself as a third entity. Okay, let me go ahead and read more for Pluto. I've read for this card a couple of times. I think we'll probably continue because, you know, everyone has questions here. It's all about uncertainty. Pluto is the ruler of unknowable secrets and the underworld and the planet of intense and total transformation, okay? Because there's always a lot more friction when we are transforming. How do I find you on TikTok? I'm the Exalted Empress on TikTok as well. So if you put that in your search, you should be able to find me. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side. As some people are afraid of the dark, this is not always a fear of literal darkness, but rather of things that are beyond our ability to predict, see, or grasp, such as death, the afterlife, invisible spirits, and the otherworld. Yet this darkness that so many fear is important and necessary when it comes to transformation. Consider a caterpillar struggling in the darkness of a cocoon, or a phoenix before she is reborn at the moment when has well and truly dissolved into ash. If you find such darkness terrifying, what if you were to find it thrilling instead? Consider that even with the cataclysmic change is taking place, which may even appear disastrous while you are in the midst, necessary space is being made for something new and beautiful to arise. Dissolve and reform. Something old and beloved may be dying, but something new will be reassembling in its place. From the ashes, radiant light and beauty shall be born. Similarly, when you get comfortable with what is unknowable, you will find greater depth in what you perceive, sense, and understand. Instead of trying to bring a mystery into the light, follow its dark, cavernous tunnel into the deeper depths, and you will carve even more wisdom and subtlety into your being. You do not know what you do not know. You do not know what you do not know. That's the card, but that's something that I read in a book. I'm like wondering, like, was it Harry Potter or was it like something more profound? I don't know, but you do not know what you do not know. And so sometimes when we're really uncomfortable and things are a little bit different, it can really guide us into something much bigger than we ever really thought was possible, because we didn't know we even had all these other options over here. We didn't really know that there was something else going on. Strength in reverse. If you're feeling like you don't have control over the situation, if you're feeling like you're not in a strong position right now, that's an illusion. That's coming from not being sure because you haven't done something before, you haven't had an experience before, you haven't made this choice before. But the thing is like growth comes from making choices that you don't know. Hello, Mavali. Eight of Cups, not leaving. So there's something that you're not leaving behind, that you're staying with. You're maybe giving it that one last chance. You may be saying like, I'm going to give it 110% this time because I want this thing to work out that's being rough. And that may be being creative with how we decide to move forward. And if we've already made a decision on how we're going to move forward, stick with that even when it feels really weird. Look at this. We even have Six of Wands. Six of Wands is victory. That's the whole card. The whole card's meaning is essentially victory. Victory, public acknowledge of your wins, whatever you worked through, however you've gone. This is publicly being acknowledged. People will understand. People will know. And you're going to feel that way. You're going to feel like, yes, finally. But you have to make those decisions. Or in this case, you have to go with the flow and let other people work with you. Do something different. Be okay that you're stepping in an area that you haven't stepped into before. Mabali, if you want to ask another question, you totally can, because I know you've gifted in here. Same with Malezetti, if you're still in here. Everybody else, let's see. I think we're good on that. Let's see, or maybe we'd have one more card on the other person who may be in this situation where you're making a decision, because we did read the relationship card. Maybe we can get something on their mindset right now. So if okay, sounds good, Navali. I'm going to pull one more card for this reading for everybody, and then we'll go on to see, Cancer. Don't be afraid to go deep. Sweetness is a key that can unlock a closed heart. Okay, I'm going to read this, and then I'll read your next question, Mavali. So let me go ahead and move to Cancer. Number 34. Bum, 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 bum. Almost there. This book, this deck has like multiple cards for each sign, and then has some like other planet cards. So it's a lot to flip through. Don't be afraid to go deep. Beneath a seemingly mysterious, indifferent, or aloof exterior, there is a potential for great and abiding love. Venus is a key that can unlock a closed heart. So you may be dealing with a Cancer, or you may be with a Cancer, or you may just be in your Cancer energy right now. This life. Sorry, a Cancer's love is endless, deep, and ancient as the sea. It is for that reason that she hides it deep beneath the surface until she knows she can trust. This life is characterized by both great love and great pain. We will never experience the depth of beauty unless we have the courage to experience crushing loss. For what we love will always be lost to us in one way or another, even while in another sense, our love is everlasting. It is the only thing we can never lose. If you're asking about a relationship, there's a great potential here. Some folks are cautious at first because once they decide they can trust you, they know they'll be all in forever. You'll benefit from moving at the pace the other person has set and showing up again and again with quiet devotion and steadfast integrity and no strings attached. You may be rewarded with a loving friend or a partner for life. Consider baking, sharing, or mindfully treating yourself to a sweet treat. Literally give someone or yourself some sugar. It may not seem relevant to the issue at hand, but if you give it a try, you'll likely be surprised by how things shift. No matter how tough and self-sufficient someone may seem, no one is exempt from wanting to be seen, supported, and nurtured. It is amazing how someone may transform when you offer your unswerving approval and a quiet space for them to open up whenever they're ready to share. So whether this is a romantic relationship or a friend or someone you're deciding something with, or who's just there for your journey as you try new things and go with the flow, this person's going to show you how much of a strong rock they are for you. You may have already known they were like a good friend, but you're going to see like, wow, this person has my back through everything. And you're going to realize this is someone that you keep around for life. Okay, so we did have another question from Mavali, and it was... Does this person, was it this person still for me? Let me make sure I still love, do they still love you? Well, we'll just read it for that. We'll just read it for that. And we won't clarify. And we'll see what cards come out. Where am I at? 36. Okay. Hello, Carmi. I'm going to write down your question real quick, but I'm going to pull cards from Abali's question. I just don't want your question to get lost in all the other stuff that's going on. Okay. Good news, second week. And right now we're reading, does this person still love? Ooh, okay. So we have 2 of Cups as our first card, Ambali. So the answer would be yes, because this is one of the 2 relationship cards that are in the deck. The other one is obviously the Lovers. So this is one of the strongest cards that you can get for relationships and partnerships. So I would say yes, they do. With the 2 of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing they're not looking around. They're not trying anything new. They're not looking for anyone new right now, because this is about observing. It's not really about planning, just observing, seeing what's out there maybe. But we have it in reverse. So they're not really looking for other choices. And then we have Ace of Cups, which is new feelings coming in. So they may have just needed space for a period of time, and then we're going to see that may turn around. So keep that in mind. They're in an energy of connection at this time. Sometimes these are just so straightforward. Boggy Mesh. If you have not already put your question down below, feel free to do so, and I'm going to read for Carmi right now. She wants to know, will she get good news second week of August? Ooh. A lot coming out of here. Okay. I'm going to say yes. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Wheel of Fortune, I feel like, is kind of hard to read in reverse. And the reason I say that is because the card is generally about karmic energy always coming back to the person, coming circular. So even if you're in a place where things don't feel fair, or it doesn't feel like you're getting your karma, you're like, this doesn't feel like it belongs to me. Doesn't feel like my energy. It's always going to come back full circle. So that just means that circle is not done yet. It is not finished. We also got Hangman, so hesitation. Whatever, this news may be held back a little bit. It may be taking a little longer. Thank you, Buggy Mesh. Okay, I saw your question. I'll write it down. Thank you so much. This either someone's hesitating to tell it to you, this information, or it may get delayed a little bit. So if you're supposed to get something the second week of August, you may get it the second week of August on Friday at 4:30, which is really irritating, but just keep that in mind that for whatever reason it's being held up a little bit. But with Six of Wands, again, that is the victory card, so I see that you will be getting good news. That's what it looks like. And I also see the Chariot or Control, so you're going to feel like you're more in control, or that decision is going to put you more in a space of control once you receive it, whatever it is that you are looking for. Thank you for the puffy heart. I saw that, Mbali. I'll put you next after Boggy Mesh. I have to write down their question because it is sliding away from me on the chat. So let me get into that, and I will do that next. I'm definitely glad that I made the decision to be on here for a little bit longer today because we're at 40 minutes and we've still got questions going on. Okay. Let's see. Thank you so much, Volley. You're being so considerate. I appreciate that. If I approach a kind of view, will it be okay for to be? Will he be okay? Okay, cool. I got your question. Will they feel okay to come back to you if you approach? Got it. So I'm just gonna shuffle right here. These decks I don't usually shuffle like this. I don't usually shuffle like a deck of cards, but I just want to make sure they don't stick. And now they're like very stiff because I've never really bent them. Interesting. I don't like that that giant pile came out all together. Just like to prevent that. Okay. I want to get at least 3 cards for your question. Interesting. Interesting. What would the third card be? That card. Huh. So with the 10 of Swords in reverse, I'm seeing that something did not end. So I would kind of take that as there is an opening. There at minimum would be open to listening to you because this upright is like, it ended. That would be it upright. So since it's in reverse, I don't know if like the ending was messy or there was like some fight or some argument in between, but with it in reverse, I'm seeing that's not completely over. With the High Priestess, hi, thank you, Carmi. With the High Priestess, I feel like you kind of already know. So if you don't already have a feeling, or if you have a gut feeling like it may be the right time, they said something, they did something that seemed like a positive sign, trust your gut, because I don't even read the High Priestess any other way. Like if it was in reverse, I would still say trust your gut. You know something about this, you have information about this, you're processing this in some way that makes sense. Like don't just discount it because it's just a feeling. And then with the Page of Coins, there may be some new idea, some new way of approaching it, or approaching like the relationship itself, not just this person, but if there is something that about the foundation of this that was weird, the way the relationship started, or the argument, or you know what have you, I feel like there's going to be a new idea either from yourself or from the two of you talking that will move things forward. So that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm getting from the cards right now. Okay, and we're gonna look at your other question, Mbali. Let me scroll to it. Or did you write it already? Did you not write it already? There it is. Is it worth fighting for? Okay, that is the one we are going to read. Get back here. Okay, did I get... I don't know if I got this specifically for you. It may have been for Lavin, but the 8 of Swords, we are not trapped in the thing that we think we're trapped in. I also have a Strength, and then the 6 of Swords in reverse. So I don't know. Hello, Boggy Mesh. I'll read your next question next. Oh, I see it's up there. Okay, I see it. I'll get to it next. So I don't know how familiar you are with the cards, but I'm seeing that it definitely could be there's like some stuff going on clearly, but this card in particular is about not actually being trapped by the things that we think trap us. So whatever you think is holding you back or would make it not worth it, these are thoughts that does not automatically make them true. With strength, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Like, have strength, be brave, go ahead and ask what you need to ask, get the clarity that you need. That's super important. It is important for you to get it so you're not just thinking about things at all times. And then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So upright, this would be leaving something behind that no longer serves us. Having it in reverse means we haven't left yet. So there may be some stuff going on. We may be considering what is best for us, but it's not necessarily over at this time. So I would definitely reach out, see what's going on there. Oh, I was reading for Mbali right then. I have not read for your next question. He feels about me. Let me pull some cards. You're welcome. Just about his feelings, you're saying. I feel like there's a holding back energy. I'm not sure why, because I have the King of Wands in reverse. So that's, the King of Wands upright would normally be about passion, moving forward for something, putting a lot of effort into everything. We have it in reverse. Then we also have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is about like your perfect life and things going well. So I feel like something happened that kind of took the winds out of their sails and they're holding back. So the Four of Pentacles is about, holding back, leaning back out of a situation. So I don't necessarily feel like there's negative energy about feelings towards you, but I'm also not sure what took the passion out, why we're leaning out of the situation. So I'm getting like pulling away energy in that case, but not like leaving, if that makes sense. We're just in this moment, like not speaking out on our thoughts. Let's see. We are at 47 minutes. Okay. If no one has another question, I may end it here because we are very close to an hour. I appreciate you guys so much. So many people have come in during this time and joined the Exalted and gave gifts and hearts, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for keeping me busy during all this time with all the different questions. I will be on live again probably tomorrow. I also have, if you want some long form readings, I have that on YouTube. I have my Zodiac shorts out both here and on YouTube, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.